Family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring another video as always. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. You could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this energy as your own. Um, if you'd like to work with me on twin flame stuff, spiritual advice, astrology readings, and more, my information is in the description below. And if you'd like to book a free consult, my Calendly link is in the description below. I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything. Um, and if you would like to work with me on other topics, please feel free to reach out. Um, and we'll see if we could be a good fit to work together. Keep in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies, so use those terms as they make sense in your situation. Masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine. All right, y'all. So let me get into it. So I want to talk about angel numbers today, and then I also wanted to talk a little bit more about stocks. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot give you financial advice, but I can talk with you about some of the things that I have seen happen um, with stocks and things that you might consider doing. So, angel number, I think I want to talk about 333. So, and I've still been getting my angel numbers coming quite frequently. So, and I want to talk about that, of course, a little bit um, as I talk about your relationship with the divine masculine collective. So, 333, as far as love goes, it's important to open your heart, is the message. Be genuine, authentic with your emotions, expressing your emotions, and also embrace joy in your, if you're in a union with twin flame or your partnerships, romantic partnerships, and things like that. Balance is also important, emotional balance. Um, Reciprocity is important, giving and receiving. So, not just giving, and no one else gives back, or taking, no one else gets anything. It's important to have a balance of both. Um, if we're talking more about love, um, you might be about to meet someone that's really important in your life if you're seeing 333. Also, it could be transformation. Some things could be about to change for you. It could be that you and your partner are getting deeper in your relationship and moving to the next level. It could also be a lot of positive change and growth in the relationship. Keep in mind that balance is key. So focus on your spiritual development and also development in other ways. Balance, being honest again, and focus on, while you might be focusing on the problems and things in order to solve them, also focus on joy, happiness, and love in the relationship. But balance is important. So focus also on your each of your individual development, and then focus on your development as a union, as a partnership. Taking action is important also. When it comes to work, again, it's important to focus on balance. So consider, do you really want to do this work, or do you want to do something different? Consider, if you've been trying to do something different or new, do the thing that you know is in alignment with you. Think about the work that you're doing, and are you getting proper rest? Are you taking care of yourself? What is it that you need to be doing. Make sure that the work that you're doing is allowing you to do the things you need to do with self-care, continue to find balance, or continuing to focus in different areas of your life. So, for example, you might be focused on your health, and that might be the biggest area of your focus right now. So, it may take your attention away from some other things, but if that's your intention, then that's what you would do. For some of you, you have a divine masculine coming in that wants to grow with you, that wants to collaborate with you. Um, and this is something that I'll talk about in another video as well. But you have a divine masculine that wants to see what they could do working together with you. And they might not always admit it, but they really love your pizzazz. They love your spunk. They love your energy. They love that you're bold, that you take risks, that you may, get hurt or, whatever, but you still get up and keep going. And so they admire you and they think, you know, on the one hand, they really love your courage. On the other hand, they're scared for you because they think you're going to make a misstep. So you lose, you win, whatever it is, but all the risk that you don't take, you can't win. And that's sometimes the approach that you take collect that if you don't take a risk, then you won't win. There's no way you can win. When you lose 100% of the risks that you don't take or something like that, or the bets that you don't make. But you may have a divine masculine that's, admires you and also thinks, okay, the collective is doing some stuff. They've taken a lot of risk and they don't know how great it is for you to do that. But when you do, you take risks, you win big a lot of the time. And another thing is they are looking at you at times like there's only one way to do this and it's their way. So you find multiple ways to get to the same goal and they kind of get upset like, what do you mean the collective got there too? Of course the collective got there because the collective tries different things until they work. Whereas the divine masculine, you might have a divine masculine that's kind of rigid, more controlled, more constricted, and they believe in a certain way of getting to the goal while you collective might be like, it's a lot of ways around this, a lot of ways to get to this. It's not just one way. And when they see you getting to the same place, they're like really upset at times. At times they admire you, at times they're jealous. Um, Look out for that. That maybe you have a divine masculine that's jealous. They really want all your attention. They want all your affection. They want all your love, and they get upset with you when you don't give it to them. Um, and that's your relationship with anyone and anything. Sometimes collective, they like, nope, I want the collective to be always telling me I'm great, always telling me they love me, always thanking me because I want to take care of the collective and do everything that they want me to do. But the thing is, they're like really, really jealous at times of you. So just keep in mind that might be part of your union that you need to work on is the jealousy. The divine masculine might be jealous of you, but like I said, they might also admire you. They know that you're one of a kind, you're one of one. They know they could build anything with you, that you could get in any situation and thrive and do well, and you would be just fine. So they want you on their team. They know that you're kind of a wild card, which kind of is scary for them, but exciting at the same time. They know you'll get to where you need to be ultimately. They're the one, while they would tell you they're more controlled and they're more, disciplined and balanced and all that stuff, they're actually quite emotional. And watching you do what you do, take risks, kind of at times do some unexpected things, they get inspired to do something similar. All right, so I would say when it comes to stocks this time, the thing that I've seen my friend do, so put 20, around 20, 21,000 on a stock and bought it at $21 and mostly $21, let's say, and 2 cents. So they bought a 20,000 worth for 2102, 12:12 on the clock. So this might be something good to think about. Okay. And when they sold it at 2302. So let's say 21,000 is what I said, divided by $21. Sorry, $20 and 2012. Yes, $20.12. Okay. And then multiply that by 2302, because that's what they sold out for. So you got about $4,000 off of that trade. Yeah. So again, 21,000 went in, divided by 2002. And when they sold at 21,000 divided by 2012. Yes. And then multiply that by 2302. That's what was sold for $3,026 is what you gained off of that if you did it that way. This stock, let's say you got a really good stock and you found one that you thought, okay, this will work, and it did. Let's say you did the same thing, 21,000, and you bought a stock that's more expensive. So say 235 is what you pay for the stock. So 21,000 divided by 235, and you bought 89.36 of the stocks. This is another stock, energy stock. And then when you sold it, you sold it for $249.50. $249.50. You would have gotten 22.95. So no, sorry. You would have gotten 12.95. Sorry. So you put 21,000 on it divided by 220. Or sorry, 235. And you got back 249.50 for each one. That's what you sold it for. So you got $1,295.74. So it is possible to do it in a day. You could do it in a day. It will just take for you to take your time, look in the market, look in the news, and see what stocks might be rising, what might be up and coming right now, and consider, do you want to buy into those stocks that are going to bring you a profit like that? Now that's an energy stock. The other one was also an energy stock. So that might be something to consider. Are you looking at energy stocks that are moving each day? That's something that you could think about. And these stocks could make you a good amount of money. All right. So I'm going to get out of this for now. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you take this information for entertainment, educational purposes only, but it's interesting information that you can use to make a good amount of money. And that stock, say you bought for the $20, around $20, can make you a lot of money because it's pretty cheap. But the other stock could also make you a good amount of money. Just keep in mind. The more you invest and you get your return, the better it can be, in my experience and the experience of friends that I've been around. All right, y'all. So again, happy lightning fast manifesting. Continue to glow up, continue to watch, read, and listen to things that lift you up. Continue to work on doing things that you know will lift you up, surrounding yourself with people that you want, that want you to win, and also energy that lifts you up. continue to work on growing your spiritual gifts, abilities, and powers. And I'm going to talk to y'all again soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.